And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Casey. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Casey. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Huskers will hustle from the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Sharp. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve. And we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years. And it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to...
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
This time he's got his man. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. There he goes. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Good timing on the quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete.
Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks it, continues to fight for yards. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on first down. Slings it. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. From the field goal unit, the offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Casey. Gets rid of it. Got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Casey. Got his man. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graves. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. change it, and that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back to throw, it's Casey. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the ground. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Huskers! And the route is on.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Casey. Here's a heat. Showing the arm strength to the left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after... return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Reads it, fires complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Murray. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Sanders. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. To the air on first down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete.